The city that time forgot, Paestum's 2,500-year-old secret number 1. The awe-inspiring prologue, The Temples of Paestum. The engagement with Paestum begins not with a subtle discovery, but with an immediate, overwhelming confrontation with grandeur. As you approach the site, the 3 Doric temples rise from the flat, coastal plain not as ruins, but as monumental, almost impossibly complete structures. They are the defining heart of the experience: the Temple of Hera, c. 550 BC, the Basilica, the oldest of the trio. This temple embodies the raw, muscular power of the archaic period. Its columns are not the slender, refined pillars of later classicism. They are stout, robust, and marked by a pronounced emphasis, a deliberate swelling at their center that gives them a sense of contained energy and vitality, as if they are living, breathing entities straining under the weight of the stone. The use of local travertine, a porous, golden-hued stone, adds to its earthy, primal character. The misnomer, basilica, stems from the Roman era, when its original function was forgotten, and it was mistaken for a public building, a testament to its enduring and adaptable presence across civilizations. The Temple of Neptune, Poseidon, c. 450 BC, the apogee of harmony. If the Temple of Hera represents powerful youth, the Temple of Neptune represents perfect maturity. Widely considered the most complete and beautifully proportioned Doric temple in the world outside of Greece itself, it is a symphony in stone. Its columns soar with a confident elegance, their spacing and taper creating a rhythm that is mathematically precise yet visually sublime. The preservation is nothing short of miraculous. You can clearly discern the entire architectural schema: the stariobate, base, the colonnade, the pronaos, vestibule, and the cella, inner chamber. This allows you to fully understand the spatial dynamics of Greek worship and the sophisticated engineering that allowed such grandeur to stand for 2,500 years. The light at different times of day transforms it, stark and dramatic at noon, softly ethereal at dawn, and ablaze with a deep, honeyed gold at sunset. The Temple of Athena, c. 500 BC, the architectural hybrid, perched on the northern edge of the city. This temple tells a story of cultural exchange and evolution. While its exterior is firmly Doric, archaeological evidence reveals it once housed an inner colonnade in the Ionic order. This fusion of styles from different Greek regions speaks to Paestum's role as a cosmopolitan hub, a crossroads of ideas and aesthetics. Its elevated position offers a strategic vantage point, framing the other 2 temples against the backdrop of the Monte Alberni and the Tyrrhenian Sea, visually connecting the sacred architecture with the divine natural world. Number 2. The urban tapestry, a living city across millennia beyond the temples. Paestum reveals itself as a complete urban organism, its streets and buildings narrating a continuous history of habitation for over 1,000 years, from its Greek foundation to its Lucanian takeover and eventual Roman assimilation. The sacred and public heart, from agora to forum. The city's center is a palimpsest of political and social life. You can walk through the remnants of the Greek agora, the original public square for political assembly and commerce. Later, the Romans imposed their own order upon this space, constructing a forum directly over parts of it. Here, you can see the remains of the Comitium, a circular meeting place for the city council, the Tabularium, records office, and a small, well-preserved Roman temple dedicated to the Capitoline Triad. This literal layering of Greek and Roman civic space is a powerful illustration of how conquering cultures often build directly upon the physical and symbolic foundations of their predecessors. The amphitheater and the Via Sacra, a section of the Roman amphitheater, built in the 1st century AD, remains visible, though it is dramatically bisected by a modern road. This poignant image serves as a metaphor for the collision of ancient and contemporary worlds. Walking the Via Sacra, the main paved thoroughfare, is to walk the same path as Greek priests, Lucanian warriors, and Roman merchants. The deeply rutted grooves worn into the stone by centuries of cart wheels are a visceral, tangible connection to the daily, mundane life of the city. The domestic sphere, houses and herun, scattered throughout the site are the foundations of private homes, from simple Greek dwellings to more elaborate Roman houses with impluvia, rainwater pools. A particularly fascinating structure is the Heron, a small, sacred enclosure built by the Greek colonists to honor the city's legendary founder, whether a hero or a deity. This signifies the deep importance the settlers placed on their roots and identity, creating a sacred link to their homeland across the sea. 3. The voices of the dead, the necropolises and the museum. If the city of the living is impressive, the city of the dead is where Paestum's soul truly emerges. The surrounding necropolises have yielded treasures that are now housed in the superb Museo Archeologico Nazionale di Paestum, making it an indispensable part of the experience. The Tomb of the Diver, Tomba del Tuffatore, c. 470 BC. This is not merely an artifact, it is a philosophical revolution in paint. The tomb consists of 5 limestone slabs forming a small, gabled chamber. The 4 vertical slabs are painted with conventional scenes of a symposium, naked, reclining men drinking and conversing. But the ceiling slab is what stuns the world. It depicts a lone, young man, caught in a graceful arc, diving from a crumbling pillar into a body of water. This is no genre scene. It is a profound and unique metaphysical statement. The dive is a powerful metaphor for the soul's transition from the confines of life, the symposium, into the vast, unknown mystery of death, the water. It is a beautiful, melancholic, and deeply human reflection on mortality that has no parallel in the Greek world. The Lacanian tomb paintings, 4th century BC. When the Italic Lacanian people conquered the city, they adopted the Greek practice of tomb painting but infused it with their own warrior culture. The museum's collection of these frescoes is breathtaking in its vitality and narrative power. They depict vivid, colorful scenes of chariot races, funeral games, battles, and banquets. The Tomb of the Amazon shows a fierce battle between Greeks and Amazons, while other tombs depict the deceased in their full regalia, often on horseback, asserting their status and identity for eternity. These are not philosophical abstractions but vibrant declarations of power, prestige, and the joys of earthly life. The metopes of the Heraeon at the Fosse del Seal, from a sanctuary near the mouth of the Seal River, a series of carved limestone metopes, decorative panels, survive. These depict in exquisite, if weathered, detail the myths of Heracles and other heroes. They represent the foundational myths of the colony, the stories that gave the settlers a shared cultural identity and the divine favor of the goddess Hera, the city's patron deity. 4. The historical narrative, from Poseidonia to Paestum. The very name changes of the city tell its story. Poseidonia, c. 600 BC. Founded by Greek colonists from Sybaris, the city was named for Poseidon, god of the sea, reflecting its maritime orientation and prosperity. Lacanian rule, c. 400 BC. The city was conquered by the Italic Lacanians, who nonetheless absorbed much of Greek culture, as evidenced by their tomb paintings which utilize Greek style for Lacanian subjects. Paestum, 273 BC. The Romans conquered the city, Latinizing its name to Paestum and granting it the status of a civitas foederata, allied city. It remained a significant, though gradually declining, Roman town until the silting of the river and the spread of malaria led to its eventual abandonment in the early Middle Ages. 5. The unforgettable atmosphere, a sensory and reflective journey. Finally, Paestum's engagement is cemented by its unique atmosphere. Unlike the often overwhelmed sights of Rome or Pompeii, Paestum offers a rare commodity: space and silence. You can wander alone among the temples, hear the wind as your only companion, and witness the long shadows of history stretch across the fields. The site is enveloped by the Salento coast's wild beauty, with the sea breeze carrying the scent of rosemary and pine. This tranquility allows for a profound, personal connection with the past, an uninterrupted dialogue across the millennia. In conclusion, Paestum is engaging because it is a holistic historical experience. It combines architectural sublimity with urban archaeology, profound artistic treasure with a rich, layered narrative, all set within an atmosphere of serene contemplation. It is not a collection of fragments, but a complete and resonant world, waiting to be understood and felt.